My favorite thing to do is when I first turn on the lights to the studio now. When I hit the two buttons and the lights come on and I just kind of see the whole place, and I stand at the doorway and I kind of look and I'm like, wow, this is cool. This is mine. This is my space to do something in. So I started Hey Monkey in 2008, and I was ready to get back into kind of a creative life. So I needed to brand myself. I needed to name myself, and I wanted it to mean something. Never really liked my name as a design. Lenny Terenzi, graphic designer, just didn't really like that. But I wanted something that would mean something to me, that could remind me of something every day. I had a wonderful daughter. She came on out, and I held her in my arms, and the first two words I said to her, I looked down at her and I smiled and I said, "Hey Monkey." So every day when I walk in here, when I look at the monkey on the wall, when I see Hey Monkey, when I say Hey Monkey Design on the phone, it's a connection that I can have with my daughter all the time. I mean, she's in a wheelchair. She definitely gets looked at like, oh, I'm sorry. Man, no. Sorry, man, you're wrong. I get why they say that. You don't get it. You see somebody in a wheelchair, it's like, man, there's so much she can't do. No, there's only one thing she can't do. She can't walk. There's 5 billion other things she can do. So she is by far my greatest success. Through all that, the marriage suffered and everything, fast forward, a divorce. She probably was one of the big turning points for me. Obviously, my time with her got cut in half. And then one night I just had time and I sat down and I drew a full color, just like blew it out into a piece of artwork and put it in her thing. And when she came home, she was like, "Oh my God, Daddy," like her and all her friends were just like, "This is amazing." And it's funny that, this then 13-year-old little girl, it was like, accountability. Can you do more? And I kind of just said, you know what? I can do more. Every day that I have you and you go off to school, I'm going to put one of those, I made myself, you see those projects, doing daily creative work. Well, I made it so when I had her, that's what I would do, and it would be that extra connection that we could have. So the story of me and AIGA was a direct result of how I handled my divorce and my new life of surrounding myself with people, group therapy and these people who had been through, and traveled the same path as me. My fiance, Kristen, again, my guru, my honey. I would say, I don't know if I can do this. What if I fail? I won't let you fail. And to have that, to bounce off of, and to have that place that I know that I can kind of be safe at, takes away the sting a little bit, and the fear a little bit. So I went to my first AIGA meeting, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And so I kind of kept my eye on AIGA, and I was like, all right, I'm going to go to a meeting. I was out on my own, I needed to do this. I was already with Kristen. I was like, I need to take this next step to kind of, become part of a community. And I moved into this space, this new studio space in 2015. So it was actually 7 years of working out of home offices and doing contract work for other agencies before I really kind of planted my flag in the ground and said, it's time to take this big time. So, I brought my fiance out here and she was like, if you don't sign this lease, you're stupid. And it's like, you gotta do this. It was impossible for me not to take it. This studio was completely built by a community. I didn't have contractors. I didn't have construction people. I didn't have anybody. I had a $5,000 budget to build this entire space, and I had 30 to 40 people sign up and say, we're gonna come out, we're gonna help you build this space. And charge me a dime. I had family and stuff come out, and we built this whole space, this community space, which is why I don't charge for co-working or for people to be here. It was built by people because they believed in me. They believed in the idea. They believed in creating. They believed in Durham. They believed in, they just believed that a space like this is good for everybody. And that's pretty cool. My name is Lenny Terenzi. I am 42 years old. I am a designer, an illustrator, a screen printer, and I'm a community guy.